Hey, what's going on, everybody? East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. First off, I'd like to say season greetings and salutations. Happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody, even though it was only a couple days ago. It was a beautiful Thanksgiving because it's the first time in about to over 30 years that me, my two sisters, and mother have sat down in the same household and had a Thanksgiving dinner. And it was even more of a blessing because everybody came over my home. So my sister drove up from Virginia, and my mom came from Brooklyn, and my sister came from the Bronx. And we did it up, but my wife was getting paid double and a half to work the whole weekend because a lot of people called out for the holidays and stuff like that. My wife is on a job, so anybody know what that term means, you know what that term means. Other than that, then my son had to work, as well, so he got that time and a half. So then my niece stayed down in Virginia. My sister's oldest daughter, which is my oldest niece, she stayed down there because she goes to school down there, and for the work to get her things done and whatnot. So blessings to everybody out there, and again, my condolences to the Frank family. My boy JDF is no longer on this earth. I'm not gonna go into the details about his death or anything like that. I do know what happened and stuff. I wasn't that close to him, but we haven't spoken since 2019. But I know I just feel bad for people that were left behind. I'm just gonna leave it as that. Moving on. As of Well, I did get some stuff during this week. I'm doing a toy show in Edison on this Saturday coming up. Will be the 3rd of December, and I am behind where I would want to be as far as taking a lot of stuff to be able to sell. Um, I have traded and sold a lot of my stuff off. I'm going to get into details later in this video about that when I show you guys what I got, who I got it from. But yeah, I will show you the stuff I picked up yesterday and today. But this is the first things I did get this morning from one of the guys, from one of the vendors. My voice does sound funny because I'm losing it. I have bronchitis, and obviously I'm congested and whatnot. But outside of that, it was a great weekend. I didn't go to sell today in the Meadowlands. I would have if I knew the weather was going to be really bad for tomorrow down in Columbus, being that tomorrow's my last day for the month. So I may not renew it for upcoming December. I haven't thought about that yet. But I am going to go down there and see if I can find some stuff to buy for the upcoming show this week coming up. So we'll see how that pans out. But this is stuff I did pick up from one vendor. I did pay, basically, I paid 40 from one dude, and then my boy Tony hooked me up. I'm not going to say what I paid for the stuff with Tony because when it comes to personal people that I'm real close and I'm cool with, I don't really like to disclose prices and stuff. But I think I did pay a little bit more than what I thought. I had more figures than this, but I think I probably left a couple of figures behind, or I don't know. But this guy was basically bum rushed early in the morning. He had a lot of good stuff. His prices are relatively cheap on his stuff when he does come out every couple of months. Really, really good dude. At first, I didn't like him when I used to do live storage auctions because the explicitness that comes out of his mouth, and I don't do gay jokes and stuff like that. And I'm real quick to tell people, nah, I don't do those and stuff. There's a boundary to everything, and that's where I draw the line. And anyway, he does a lot of that with a lot of people, and it's like his mouth was I just didn't like it. But over time, you get to know a person. You're like, you know what? You judge them wrong. You understand, you know what I mean? But whatever. But anyway, I got this stuff for him. I paid $40 for this case. It had these 6 figures. Well, actually, this Batman was out of it, but these figures were in here. I don't know this guy. I don't know a lot of the side DC characters like I know a lot of the side Marvel, because obviously I'm more of a Marvel guy than DC. But you have the black suit or Superman Returns, not really Superman Returns, but the black suit version of Supes. You got this Arctic Batman. You got Hawk Girl. You got two other Batmans here, and whoever the hell this guy is. And they come in like a Justice League carrying case. You have this ET. I don't know how old he is, but I'll look him up later. It says 2001, so obviously he's not that old. But I'll put him in a bag and price him anyway. I guess he's supposed to come with a magnet or something, and I guess his hand lights up. I don't really know, but I saw it and I had to have it. This is also part of it. It is missing a side piece. I didn't see it nowhere in none of his bins, so I was gonna leave it behind, but I grabbed it anyway. There's no figure. I think there was a figure in here, and it's probably here somewhere. I think there's a couple more figures my son probably forgot or whatever, because I thought I had more stuff than this for the price I was given. But regardless, this is in there. This Eagle Force set, this here and that I got last week on Sunday from a vendor down there. So I'm just saying it because you guys see it. Normally I don't buy cars, but these cars are in good condition and they're in these cases. He had more, but I grabbed this one because this is what caught my eye. This may slide, so excuse that. Or was it the other one? Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't this. It was really this side. Well, ET just passed out. So it was this side of it has some Batman cars and Superman cars and stuff in here. So I figure I would probably ask $1 each on these cars, or I'll sell a whole case. I might do $1, $2 each, maybe $1.50 each car. But if you buy more, I do a deal type of thing. So somebody may ask me how much for the whole case. I'll probably just sell the whole case for the price I paid for all this, just to break even on this, and then do the rest of this stuff as profit. So again, ET, I don't know what he's going for, but I will price him out. This I will try to there's 46 cars in here, so I may just sell them all for 40, maybe even $34 for the whole case. And this is basically like a floor. I'm guessing maybe it's supposed to come with some stuff, or I don't know, but whatever. So that kind of folds in here. So I'm guessing there's some stuff that goes in here. Then again, you got these figures, and it's the case. And you see it says Justice League. So that's okay. I don't know what this case goes for, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be worth more than $10. Maybe even 15 or 20. I'm not too sure. Of course, I showed you guys this. I'm guessing this is from the 90s, right? All of this stuff. Justice League. Nope, 2003. Then this, unfortunately, is missing the Batman and the Wonder Woman. But there's a good chance I may come across that Batman. I had that Batman plenty of times. So there's a good chance I may come across him tomorrow. So you never know. But here you got Amazo or or whatever his damn name is. You got Doomsday, which is an exclusive figure. Bizarro, you got Superman, it's supposed to be Wonder Woman, and it's supposed to be Batman here. So you have those. And then this 2-pack. Actually, Hector had these, and he just said, "Here, Mike, since you buying the other stuff, take this." So here you have, Steel, Supergirl, and Superman himself. And this. And then this, I wound up picking up. It is from Ertl. It's a die-cast figure of Superman. I only got it because it is old school, and it's still on card, even though the peg holder is ripped off. But, I didn't even look at the price, but it says $19.90 or Ertl Company. So, yeah. Then I got this flying... I'm about to say Spike. This flying Mario. I'll say Mario. Everybody say Mario. I don't talk proper. I don't like talking proper because I'm not used to it. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not me. And then this, again, I got from my boy Tony. Actually, the price was pretty good. I'm very, very happy with the price. So you don't have another junkyard, but you have Mutt. He's from '84. Obviously, he's got a messed up waist, but he has his crotch. He's in really good condition. So I'm gonna take him upstairs and work magic to him. Then you got this pretty cool Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Probably a Hasbro later figure. Unfortunately, not a soft head. Oh, actually, it's a soft head. Oh shit, it's a soft head. Bebop. So I'll probably go in there and definitely wash his face, wash him up, and let him air dry. Then here we have a Marvel Legend Vulture. Unfortunately, no wings. And then we have this Mark Ruffalo version of the Avengers Hulk. So yeah, to my boy Tony, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. So yeah, to this stuff. So I'm gonna put this over here with this stuff because this is all stuff that gotta be priced out. He's going upstairs. I'm put it in my pocket. He's going in the corner by the slop sink to be washed to get that nasty stuff off. I'm a guy who, buys with my eyes. So, you know what I mean? I'm real funny with that. I'm sorry about the camera. Again, I got to put the camera down so I can show you guys everything else. No, I didn't get anything else. This I'm not going to show. It makes no sense. There's no relevance in even showing this, so I'm not going to. So let's show you guys what I did pick up today. So my sister, yesterday I took my mother and my sister to one of my local thrift shops. Normally, if I'm on the phone with my sister, normally I'm on the phone with my mother, and I'm like, and she's like, "Oh, are you thrifting?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And she's like, "Oh, okay, da." And she always talking about one day she wants to go here and there, and et cetera, et cetera. So, yesterday we went. Yeah, so yesterday we did go thrifting, and I took them there. Then today I went back with my sister because she asked me, do I know where I can get a computer chair from? And I was like, yeah, yeah, man. I used to get a lot of them, and I'm like, yo, like I could have got you some, but you didn't say nothing. I could have even got her one today in the flea market. And I was like, well, you should have told me earlier. I could have got you one. And I was like, yo, and then on top of that, the place that we went to could have got you one too. And she was like, oh, well, can we go back there? And I was like, yeah, sure, we can go back. So that's basically what we did. And we didn't get, she did get a chair, but she didn't get it from the first place or the second. She got it, she found one in the, from the third. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't expect it. I thought she was gonna find nothing. And she wound up getting that, and I wound up getting some stuff. So I'm actually setting the stuff up now to show you guys what I did grab. And I was shocked. And sometimes when you get lucky and you find some things, you look to find, you look to find more, or you hope to find more. Sometimes we get greedy. We don't get happy with, we don't get happy with what we find. We're like, oh shit, you always want more. That's just human nature, right? And these things here, I did pay a little bit for them compared to, but I see people in the flea markets and stuff and other places, toy shows, they be asking a lot of money for these figures. So, and I used to always pass these up because I'm not a big fan of this stuff. But just because you're not a fan of it, don't mean nobody else isn't. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm basically going to show you guys what I grabbed and what they had, and all this stuff cost me about $50, just about. But when you see it, you're going to understand why it cost me that much. So I'm pretty sure they did have the figures to this stuff, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it. So let me look at the receipt now. Anyway, so one receipt cost me $41.19. So I only saved $3.25. And then the other one was $9.57. I didn't save anything. So you figure I spent $52 for the stuff I'm gonna show you guys right now, and it's definitely worth it. Because these figures are, they're not legit, but still in all, I did okay. So real quick, let me show you guys. So all these Imperial 1970s, like fake Godzilla type of creatures. I've had this 2 times already. This pink Tonka pickup truck. I did pretty good on both of them. I'm gonna wash this along with the Rock Study or Bebop, excuse me. I'm gonna wash them and let it air dry. Then I got these 2 mask figures. I mean, well, vehicles. I did come across. I think this is Miles Mayhem's daughter, Vanessa Mayhem, I think, or what her name is. But I don't remember if I have this. But unfortunately, the front here is broken, right here. As you can see, this one has the this piece. This one doesn't. I don't remember if I have this vehicle or not. There's a good chance I do, and there's a good chance I don't. But regardless on what it is, this was actually $4. And it's ironic because this one was only $1.99, and this is just missing the cockpit, and it's in really good condition. And it's just funny how, and I think it's missing the things that go up here too. But still in all, basically, $6 for 2 of these. I'll take that any day of the week. Got these Calico Critter things. I think they're Calico Critters. This is only $1.99, so that was a good buy. Again, that Tonka truck, this is the most expensive part. This is why the first things were $41.99, because what did I go back there for? I think I went back there for, it was one of these guys. It was one of these guys, and I think this lizard. It was this lizard or that lizard. It was one of these shorter lizards and another dinosaur. The Mexican lady, she had her kids just on the floor touching and grabbing at everything, and the kid kept pointing. So I gave him one of the toys. She kept looking at me like I swear I gave him both, because some of these people do not know how to. Oh, it was, anyway, it was this one and somebody else, but they don't know how to, whatever. I'm not gonna go into those details, but regardless, and the kid just kept moving it and not playing with it. So I just picked the shit back up and took both of them and left. Because I know Imperials are expensive, and if I'd have left it, they wouldn't have brought it anyway, because she was just standing there letting her kids play with the fucking toys and just ransack everything. And I got frustrated. I'm like, listen, I'm here to make money and shit. I'm not, whatever. So I brought it, and he was telling her in Spanish that, oh, the guy, the man, the black guy, actually, the black guy took it. And I just kept walking with my sister, man. I didn't give a shit at that point. But anyway, this was the big bulk of the $41.19, because they actually had this priced at $13, which I was shocked it was that cheap, only because they've had this a couple of times before, and the prices were ridiculous on this. But I don't know what it goes for. I think I sold one for like $20 or 40. I can't remember, but whatever. I picked that up, and as you can see, all this stuff here. So you guys already seen the mask, Calico Critters, and this does have like a little crack here. Maybe that's why they put it that cheap. I don't know. But I'm gonna try to wipe it down and let it air dry a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more cleaner. But it is pretty nice compared. And I said I've had this twice before, and I got all 3 of them thrifting. And I think one was cheaper than all, and one was more expensive. And they all were basically, I think both of them did have white windows. This is definitely from like a window, like from the sun. This is one that they actually had. I don't know, but prices are fucking ridiculous in these thrift shops, man. These thrift shops get 85% of their shit for free, and they just be wilding. So again, you have this double-headed, like you tell this person was a collector, and I'll take these. People like these things. So this one was like $4. This one was $5. As you see here, it says made in China. This one doesn't have an imperial on it. This one definitely does, as you see there. It says Imperial 1985. So this was actually $4. So let me put these 2 to the side. 'Cause these two are an Imperial. So he's like 4. And this is Imperial, and this was actually $4 as well. Excuse me. This is all, I don't think this is Imperial. But he was $4. $1982 Hong Kong. I think that says Arco. I don't know what this is, but it looks like the toes are broken in the front. I didn't peep that at first because of the tape. So that $4, but this may be just wasted money. It is what it is sometimes. Made in China. I don't know why this dog is barking like that. I think he wants to play it. I don't know what this one is. I'm hoping. I'm not too sure what this one is neither, but it's got $4 on them. And this is Imperial. I thought they were all Imperial because I'm pretty. They had them all in the same cart. So obviously, all these did come from a person that collected this stuff, and somebody just decided to just donate it. So everything was like $4 except one. One was actually $5, which I think it was this one, $4.99. No, the other one. So do I think they're worth it? I gotta look them up. I have seen these before at that same particular location at like three to 4 times that each. And I've been to toy shows where I've seen people asking up to like $100 for some of these. I'm pretty confident I won't have none of them, but stuff similar to this. So, one never knows. But yeah. So you got this stuff here. So let me put this down. Actually, I don't have to put this stuff down. I have to go through this. So outside of that, I went to my boy Eddie's storage. I haven't seen Eddie in, I think the last time me and Eddie saw each other was still hot as hell outside. It was probably around September or October, if I'm not mistaken. That was probably around the time we saw each other. And saw each other today. Took him some food because he's always feed me. Him and his wife's always feed me when I go to their house. And took him a sweet potato pie, some cornbread, some Jamaican coconut rice clod, and some jerk chicken made my style. So sent him some of that because he loves jerk chicken. So we did a trade. I have some NECA stuff I wanted to get rid of, and I got rid of all my Master Universe Revelation stuff, and we did a deal. And I wound up taking this Ghostbuster, it's missing a sign, but it's Ghostbuster house. These two RCs. As you see here, he actually gave me that. I've been busting his chops, excuse me, about this vintage transforming robot for a long time. And I was like, yo, man, I remember this. And, my brother who passed away actually did buy me one of those. This was back when boom boxes were real big. In New York, we were really big on boom boxes and pop locking and breakdancing and shit in the early 80s. So that did mean a lot to me, and I guess he felt it, and I guess he knew it meant a lot to me, which it did, and he just let me have it. He gifted it to me. So Eddie, thanks a lot, brother, for that. I collect classifieds. I don't think I have this particular Storm Shadow. And I know I don't have the twins, so he gave me a set of the twins. He gave me this, I call it the Walmart exclusive G.I. Joe Destro. I do have Lady Jane the Baroness, but now I have him. And he gave me this Red Ninja, which I do believe I do have. I know I don't have Stalker, and he gave me this Cobra Trooper from Cobra Island. I'm not too sure if I have this Trooper or not. I always try to remember faces or at least numbers. So I'm going to take all these upstairs and see what I do have and what I don't. There's a good chance probably do have number 12. There's a good chance I don't. There's a good to greater chance I probably have the Red Ninja, and there's a slim chance I don't. Him I know I don't have for a fact. And these three I definitely don't have. The two twins, and I've seen them at the toy shows, and I was like, nah, I'll wait. I'll find them in a while. Never did, but I haven't really been searching. I'm sorry, I gotta put this phone down for a second before I wind up destroying one of these things. And I am gonna take that snake eyes upstairs as well, because some of this stuff do have to go upstairs with me, so I can see what I have, what I do need, what I don't, and yeah. We got this Destro. So I am contemplating taking the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Because I do have some Beetlejuice and Ghostbusters figures. And being that Beetlejuice is a ghost and Ghostbusters being Ghostbusters, and I believe they're both from the Kenner line, I was contemplating on just holding on to them until I get more Ghostbusters to sell them everything off like that. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to take to the show. I just do know that people are going to be asking. I don't know. I can't really predict. All right. So I showed you guys that. So again, this is all part of the deal too. These vintage mini Thundercats. There are a couple of weapons in here. So I will be taking this to the toy show and selling this off as a lot, and I'm going to be asking. I'm going to try to sell them more. I'm not selling them separate. This I did pick up. I know this comes with, the only thing that completes this is it comes with a backboard. It's like a backdrop. Corny backdrop, but it still has a backdrop all the same. So it's missing that, and I think it's missing like a satellite dish laser thing, which I do believe I do have that, and I think I picked that up from like 2 weeks ago. When I picked up the Droid Factory from the same guy that I got this Eagle Force Mountain playset from. And yeah, last week I picked up some other stuff from him, but I got that 2 weeks ago. And some other shit I picked up last week. And I know he said it goes to the Hoth, whatchamacallit. I was like, wait a minute. I think there was only 2 Hoth play sets. And I realized it. I think it was this one. So hopefully I do have it. So I got this from Head Eddie as well. And of course, this Bumblebee. Really, really cool. And of course, he just said, yeah, don't worry about it, you can have it. And, I did get a little emotional because I remember when my brother JC did buy this for me. It wasn't really a gag, but it wasn't really a gift. He was like, yo, I know you like toys and transforming shit, so I got you a radio. And I was like, oh, shit. And I had it for a long time until I misplaced it. And really, really cool, man. It probably still works, but... I've been asking Eddie for this for a minute. He would not sell it. And I was like, yo, da-da. And he's like, yeah, you know what, just take it. And I was kind of hesitant because I didn't want him to feel guilty. But I was like, so what do you want for it? He's like, no, I'm not going to sell it, but just take it. I know it means more to you than it does to me. So, again, Eddie, thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate that. So this definitely going to my collection. Even if I ever do sell my Transformers shit, I would give this back to him. I would actually give this back to him before I turn around and sell it with my collection. I don't know what's going on with this damn dog upstairs. I'm about to go upstairs and whoop his ass because he's starting to piss me off. I don't know what the hell is his problem. He normally doesn't do it, but he's getting on my damn nerves. But anyway, that's everything. So I don't think I'm going to, take a lot of money with me tomorrow or really, really buy a lot. And I don't know who's going to be out there, so, And then, who knows? I mean, if it's raining when I get up, I'm not going. So anyway, thanks for watching, man. Peace.